Imagine a world without smartphones, electricity, or even Wi-Fi. Hard to picture, right? Well, what if I told you that one man's genius laid the foundation for much of the technology we rely on today? His name was Nikola Tesla, the enigmatic inventor, visionary scientist, misunderstood genius, and perhaps one of the greatest minds the world has ever seen. Known as the father of alternating current, Tesla's work revolutionized the way we use and distribute electricity today. Overcoming personal struggles, professional rivalries, and financial difficulties, Tesla left behind a legacy of significant inventions that shaped the 20th century and beyond. In this video, I'll take you on a journey through Tesla's extraordinary life, from his humble beginnings in a small village to his game-changing inventions and ultimate fall into obscurity. Born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan, Austrian Empire, a small village in what is now called Croatia, Tesla was a man who saw the world not as it was, but as it could be. He grew up in a Serbian-American family with strong cultural and religious roots. His father, Smiljan Tesla, was a priest of the Eastern Orthodox Church, while his mother, Georgina Duka Mandic, displayed a natural aptitude for mechanical skills, who often created tools and mechanical devices for the household. Tesla later credited his mother's creativity as a major influence on his scientific pursuits. Nikola Tesla was born into a large family, the fourth of 5 children. He had 3 sisters, Milka, Angelina, and Marika, and an older brother, Dane. Tragically, Tesla's early years were marked by loss when Dane died in a horse-riding accident, leaving a deep impression on young Nikola, who was only 6 or 7 at the time. In 1862, Tesla began his education at an elementary school in his hometown of Smiljan, where he studied German, arithmetic, and religion. A year later, in 1863, his family relocated to Gospic, a nearby town, where his father served as a parish priest. There, he continued his studies, progressing through primary and middle school. By 1870, Tesla's journey led him to Karlovac, where he attended senior secondary technical school at the prestigious Higher Real Gymnasium. Classes were conducted in German, reflecting the educational practices of the Austro-Hungarian military frontier. Tesla's intellectual abilities began to shine during this time, particularly in mathematics and science. Even as a student, Tesla's extraordinary intellect stood out. His ability to solve complex mathematical problems, especially integral calculus, entirely in his head was astonishing. This remarkable skill was so advanced that it led his teachers to suspect him of cheating. They simply couldn't believe that someone could perform such calculations mentally with such ease. He completed his graduation in 1873 and returned home. At that time, a cholera outbreak was spreading rapidly in Gospic. He fell seriously ill and was bedridden for an entire 9 months. Despite his father's wish for him to enter the clergy, Tesla pursued his passion for science and engineering. In 1875, he enrolled himself at the Imperial Royal Technical College in Graz, fueled by a military frontier scholarship. He excelled early, surpassing expectations by passing nearly double the required exams and earning recognition as a star of first rank. Tesla's fascination with electricity deepened during Professor Jakob Paschal's lectures, where he even suggested improvements to electric motor designs. He was intrigued by the professor's demonstrations of electrical phenomena, which he described as mysterious and awe-inspiring. These experiments sparked a deep curiosity in Tesla, fueling his desire to uncover the secrets of this wonderful force. Yet, despite his remarkable intellect, he faced personal and academic struggles that led him to leave Graz in 1878 without completing his degree. Tesla's journey to brilliance was marked by resilience and determination. After his father's passing, Tesla, with financial help from his uncles, left his hometown of Gospic for Prague to pursue higher education. His dream of enrolling at Charles Ferdinand University faced setbacks. He arrived too late for enrollment, lacked the required Greek studies, and couldn't read or write in Czech. Undeterred, he attended natural philosophy lectures as an unofficial student, soaking up knowledge without receiving formal recognition. In 1881, Tesla moved to Budapest, Hungary, seeking new opportunities at the Budapest Telephone Exchange. Upon arrival, he discovered the company was still being built. He started working as a draftsman at the Central Telegraph Office until the exchange became operational. Soon after, Tesla's brilliance earned him a promotion to chief electrician, where he made innovative improvements to the station's equipment. He even claimed to have invented a telephone repeater or amplifier, though it was never patented. In 1882, his career took a leap forward when Tivadar Puskas helped him secure a position with the Continental Edison Company in Paris. Joining during the infancy of the electric power industry, Tesla played a crucial role in installing large-scale incandescent lighting systems. At the Société Électrique Edison in Ivry-sur-Seine, Tesla's brilliance shone as he designed advanced dynamos and motors, earning the trust of management. His expertise made him a sought-after troubleshooter, traveling across France and Germany to solve complex technical issues. This period refined Tesla's engineering prowess and cemented his place as a rising star in electrical innovation. In 1884, he emigrated to the United States to join Edison Machine Works in New York, on an invitation from Charles Batchelor, a close associate of Edison. Tesla quickly made an impact, resolving complex technical issues and even impressing Thomas Edison by working overnight to repair dynamos on the SS Oregon. Edison reportedly praised him, saying, "This is a damned good man." However, Tesla's time at the company lasted just 6 months, ending after a dispute over a promised $50,000 bonus for his innovations, a reward Edison allegedly dismissed as a joke. Later accounts claim Thomas Edison himself wisecracked, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Disillusioned, Tesla left, writing in his diary, "Goodbye to the Edison Machine Works." After leaving Edison, Tesla turned his attention to patenting an arc lighting system, securing funding from businessmen Robert Lane and Benjamin Vail to establish the Tesla Electric Light and Manufacturing Company in 1885. That year, Tesla earned his first U.S. patent for an improved DC generator and successfully implemented his arc lighting system in Rahway, New Jersey, earning acclaim for its innovation. However, his ambition to develop alternating current technologies clashed with his investors' narrow focus on utility operations. In 1886, they abandoned his manufacturing company, leaving Tesla penniless and without control of his patents. Forced to take on odd jobs, including ditch digging for $2 a day, Tesla endured a humbling chapter in his life, which he later described as a time when his education felt like a mockery. In late 1886, his fortunes took a turn for the better when he partnered with Alfred S. Brown, a Western Union superintendent, and Charles Fletcher Peck, a New York attorney. Both men, experienced in business and patent promotion, were impressed by Tesla's innovative ideas, including his thermomagnetic motor. Together, they founded the Tesla Electric Company in April 1887, agreeing to split profits from patents, 1/3 for Tesla, 1/3 for his partners Peck and Brown, and 1/3 for development. They established a laboratory for Tesla at 89 Liberty Street in Manhattan, where he focused on refining electric motors, generators, and groundbreaking innovations. This partnership marked a pivotal turning point in Tesla's life, providing the resources and support he needed to push his ideas forward. In 1887, Tesla transformed the future of electricity with his invention of the induction motor powered by alternating current. Using polyphase current to create a rotating magnetic field, Tesla's motor did not require a commutator, eliminating the problem of sparking and the constant maintenance associated with mechanical brushes. This made the motor much more reliable and efficient. This innovation aligned perfectly with the growing popularity of AC power for its ability to transmit electricity over long distances. In 1888, his AC induction motor caught the attention of the scientific and industrial communities, thanks to the efforts of his backers, Peck and Brown. After independent testing confirmed its viability, Tesla demonstrated his motor at the American Institute of Electrical Engineers. His innovative design impressed George Westinghouse, who was seeking technology to advance his alternating current system. Westinghouse secured a licensing deal for Tesla's motor and transformer designs, paying $60,000 in cash and stock, plus royalty of $2.50 for every horsepower produced by each motor. Westinghouse, recognizing Tesla's genius, hired him as a consultant with an impressive $2,000 monthly salary to work at his labs in Pittsburgh. Tesla's time in Pittsburgh was a mix of triumph and challenge. Tasked with developing an alternating current system for the city's streetcars, Tesla faced technical hurdles and disagreements with Westinghouse engineers. His innovative 60-cycle AC system was adopted but couldn't meet the variable speed demands of streetcars, as his induction motor ran at a constant speed. Ultimately, the team switched to DC traction motors, a setback for Tesla's dream of AC-powered transportation. Further, Tesla's induction motor and its licensing by Westinghouse emerged during a fierce battle for dominance in the electric industry. The war of currents raged as Edison promoted direct current as safer than Westinghouse's alternating current. While Westinghouse championed Tesla's innovations, financial pressures and intense competition, including challenges from Thomson Houston, delayed the full implementation of neoteric polyphase system. By 1890, Tesla's work with Westinghouse Electric faced financial strain as the company grappled with a global economic panic. The collapse of Barings Bank forced Westinghouse to refinance and cut costs, including Tesla's $15,000 a year royalties. At the time, Tesla's induction motor had yet to achieve commercial success, with few working examples and limited polyphase power systems to support it. In 1891, he faced a pivotal moment when George Westinghouse revealed his company's financial struggles. Westinghouse warned that without relief, he would lose control of the company, leaving Tesla to battle lenders for his royalties. In a selfless act, Tesla released Westinghouse from the royalty agreement, ensuring the continued development of his motor. This sacrifice paid off years later when, in 1897, Westinghouse purchased his patent for $216,000. This deal was part of a larger patent-sharing agreement with General Electric, a powerhouse born from the 1892 merger of Edison and Thomson Houston. In 1889, Tesla attended the Exposition Universelle in Paris, where he learned about Heinrich Hertz's discovery of electromagnetic waves. Inspired by this, he began experimenting with high-frequency currents, encountering challenges with overheating and insulation failures. Undeterred, he invented the oscillating transformer, later known as the Tesla Coil. This revolutionary device used an air gap and adjustable iron core to generate high-voltage, low-current, high-frequency AC electricity. After 1890, Tesla started making experiments about wireless power transmission, using his Tesla coil to generate high-voltage AC currents. He envisioned a wireless lighting system and captivated audiences with demonstrations of lighting Geissler tubes and bulbs without wires. Despite his tireless efforts and support from investors, Tesla's wireless lighting innovations never became commercially viable. On July 30, 1891, at the age of 35, Nikola Tesla officially became a naturalized citizen of the United States. Upon hearing that his mother was nearing the end of her life, he traveled to Gospic on April 15, 1892, to bid a final farewell to the person he cherished most. In 1893, he amazed audiences in St. Louis, Philadelphia, and at the National Electric Light Association with his visionary claims. He declared that his system could transmit intelligible signals or even power to any distance without wires, using the earth as a conductor. Between 1892 and 1894, he served as vice president of the American Institute of Electrical Engineers, a prestigious organization that later evolved into the modern-day IEEE. This position highlighted Tesla's influence and leadership in the electrical engineering community. By 1893, Tesla's induction motor saw significant advancements thanks to Westinghouse engineers Charles F. Scott and Benjamin G. Lamb. Lamb's rotary converter enabled Tesla's polyphase system to integrate with older AC and DC systems, expanding its reach to more customers. Westinghouse proudly branded it the Tesla polyphase system, emphasizing Tesla's crucial contributions and solidifying its dominance over competing AC technologies. That same year, Tesla showcased his work at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, where Westinghouse Electric powered the entire fair with alternating current. This historic achievement demonstrated the efficiency and safety of AC power, marking a pivotal moment in the war of currents. A dedicated space in the electricity building was set up to display Tesla's induction motor. Visitors were engaged with live demonstrations of the rotating magnetic field, including the famous egg of Columbus. In this experiment, a copper egg was spun upright using a two-phase coil, showcasing the principles of Tesla's induction motor in a simple yet visually impressive way. Tesla spent a week at the exposition. In a darkened room, he unveiled his remarkable wireless lighting system, using high-voltage, high-frequency currents to illuminate gas discharge lamps without wires. Lamps glowed simply by being placed between suspended plates, showcasing Tesla's vision for wireless power and leaving spectators in awe of his genius. He further unveiled his steam-powered reciprocating electricity generator, patented earlier that year. This innovative device used steam-driven pistons to create a high-speed oscillating magnetic field, generating alternating current in a simplified and efficient way. This device was known as Tesla's oscillator. One of the most fascinating stories surrounding Tesla's oscillator is his experiment in New York City. He reportedly attached a small version of the device to a lab beam, tuning it to the building's natural frequency. The resulting vibrations grew so intense that nearby structures shook, leading panicked neighbors to believe an earthquake was occurring. Tesla claimed he had to destroy the device with a sledgehammer to end the chaos. Though it never gained practical use, the invention showcased Tesla's brilliance in merging mechanical and electrical engineering, highlighting his relentless drive to evolve technology. In 1895, he impressed financier Edward Dean Adams, leading to the creation of the Nikola Tesla Company. Joined by collaborators like Alfred Brown, the company aimed to fund and market Tesla's inventions, including his wireless lighting and oscillator technologies. Despite its innovative potential, the venture struggled to secure investors during financially challenging times and failed to achieve commercial success. However, it managed Tesla's patents for years, symbolizing his relentless pursuit of unconventional ideas and innovations. On March 14, 1895, a devastating fire destroyed Tesla's lab on 35 South Fifth Avenue in New York. The blaze consumed everything, including years of irreplaceable research, prototypes, and models, many of which had been showcased at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition. Shock-stricken, Tesla could only express his sorrow to the New York Times, saying, "I am in too much grief to talk. What can I say?" Despite the immense setback, Tesla's resilience shone through as he rebuilt his lab at 46 and 48 East Houston Street, determined to continue his work. In 1894, he began investigating a mysterious form of radiant energy after noticing unexplained damage to photographic film during his experiments. This energy would later be identified as X-rays. Tesla's early work involved Crookes tubes and cold cathode discharge devices, and he may have unknowingly captured an X-ray image weeks before Wilhelm Röntgen's famous 1895 discovery. One of Tesla's experiments, in which he tried to photograph Mark Twain using a Geissler tube, resulted in an image that only showed the metal screw from the camera lens, an early indication of X-ray effects. In March 1896, inspired by Röntgen's discovery, Tesla began experiments with X-rays, using a unique single-terminal vacuum tube powered by his Tesla coil. This setup produced powerful X-rays through Bremsstrahlung or braking radiation, far surpassing conventional technology of the time. He developed advanced circuits for generating these rays but quickly observed their dangers, including skin damage, which he initially attributed to ozone and nitrous acid produced in the experiments. Although he mistakenly believed X-rays were longitudinal waves, his innovative work showcased his genius and further expanded the boundaries of early radiology. That same year, on the night of November 15 to 16, the first major hydroelectric power plant using alternating current was launched on the Niagara River. The initial kilowatts were transmitted from Niagara to Buffalo, approximately 40 kilometers away. Of the 13 patents involved in the plant's construction, 9 were owned by Nikola Tesla. In 1898, Tesla unveiled a radio-controlled boat, or telautomaton, at an electrical exhibition in Madison Square Garden. Using a coherer-based system, he remotely controlled the boat's movements, demonstrating a technology decades ahead of its time. He even proposed its use as a radio-controlled torpedo to the U.S. military, though the idea was initially dismissed. Tesla's innovation laid the foundation for modern remote control, which would later become a critical technology in military and civilian applications. Between 1895 and 1898, he turned his focus to an extraordinary idea, using the Earth and its atmosphere as conduits for electrical energy. In his East Houston Street laboratory, Tesla built a resonance transformer, known as a magnifying transmitter. Inspired by theories of the atmosphere's electrical conductivity, he envisioned a system of balloons, floating over 30,000 feet high, equipped with electrodes to transmit electricity wirelessly across vast distances. While his bold experiments remained unrealized in his lifetime. In 1899, he set up an experimental station in Colorado Springs, drawn by its high-altitude advantage for testing the conductive properties of low-pressure air. With free alternating current supplied by the El Paso Electric Light Company, Tesla conducted several experiments using massive coils far larger than those in his New York lab. He secured a $100,000 investment from John Jacob Astor IV, originally intended for wireless lighting innovations. But later, Tesla redirected the funds to advance his research in Colorado Springs. In Colorado Springs, he shared with reporters his bold plans to experiment with wireless telegraphy, aiming to transmit signals from Pikes Peak all the way to Paris. There, he conducted some of his most ambitious experiments, using a colossal coil to generate millions of volts, creating artificial lightning with discharges up to 135 feet. At one point, the immense power demands of his experiments caused an outage by burning out the generators in El Paso. During his experiments, he incorrectly drew an inference that the Earth itself could act as a conductor for electrical energy. While working in Colorado Springs, he reported detecting mysterious signals through his equipment, which he speculated could be communications from another planet. Later, he shared this discovery with a reporter in the Red Cross Society. The media sensationalized the story, with headlines suggesting Tesla was receiving messages from Mars. In a 1901 Collier's Weekly article titled, "Talking with Planets," he shared his belief that he might have intercepted intelligently controlled signals from Mars, Venus, or another celestial body. However, modern theories suggest Tesla may have unintentionally picked up signals from other wireless experiments, possibly Guglielmo Marconi's naval tests transmitting the letter S in Morse code. In June 1900, Tesla published an article titled, "The Problem of Increasing Human Energy," in the Century magazine. This piece showcased his visionary ideas about wireless technology, blending them with a broader philosophical perspective on humanity's progress. But rather than a strict scientific explanation, his article revealed only his ambition to revolutionize energy and communication. In the early 1900s, Tesla began on his ambitious plan to create a global wireless transmission system. He secured a whopping $150,000 investment in 1901 from J.P. Morgan in exchange for a 51% share of his future wireless patents to build the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island, 100 miles east of New York City. Designed to surpass Guglielmo Marconi's radio system, Tesla's tower reached its full height of 187 feet by 1902. However, as Marconi's success gained favor with investors and the public, he struggled to secure additional funding from Morgan despite writing numerous letters attempting to persuade him to continue investment in the project, but got no success. In 1905, financial difficulties forced him to halt work on Wardenclyffe. To cover his growing debts, he mortgaged the Wardenclyffe property. He eventually lost the site to foreclosure in 1915. In 1917, the new owner demolished the tower to sell the land for real estate development, marking one of Tesla's most iconic yet unrealized dreams. In 1906, Tesla opened offices in Manhattan, striving to restore his financial stability by developing and promoting his remaining patents. Over the years, he worked from notable locations, including the Metropolitan Life Tower and the Woolworth Building, though rising rent and financial struggles forced frequent relocations. By 1915, he settled at 8 West 40th Street, where he operated until 1925. Despite his brilliance, he faced growing financial hardships as many of his patents expired, leaving him nearly bankrupt and struggling to reclaim the recognition and support he once enjoyed. On his 50th birthday in 1906, Tesla unveiled his bladeless turbine, an intriguing invention capable of generating 200 horsepower at 16,000 revolutions per minute. Over the next decade, prototypes were tested at New York's Waterside Power Station and later refined in collaboration with Alice Chalmers in Milwaukee. Despite its engineering challenges and limited commercial success, the turbine found niche applications, including use in luxury car speedometers and precision instruments. In the article, Some Personal Recollections, published in Scientific American on June 5, 1915, Tesla shared details about his life and inventions for the first time, highlighting his remarkable discovery of the rotating magnetic field in Budapest in 1882. On November 6, 1915, a Reuters news report from London claimed that Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison had both been awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for that year. However, just a few days later, on November 15, another Reuters story from Stockholm announced that the prize was actually being awarded to William Henry Bragg and his son Lawrence Bragg for their work on crystal structure analysis using X-rays. This discrepancy led to a flurry of rumors, some suggesting that either Tesla or Edison had refused the award. The Nobel Foundation, however, denied such claims, stating that no one could decline the Nobel Prize before being officially named as a recipient, calling the idea that either man had refused it ridiculous. In 1919, Tesla published his celebrated autobiography, My Inventions, in 6 installments in the prominent science magazine Electrical Experimenter, which was founded and edited by his friend and devoted admirer, inventor Hugo Gernsback. In his later years, Tesla faced mounting financial difficulties, which were reflected in his living arrangements. Starting in 1900, he resided at New York's Waldorf Astoria, accruing significant unpaid bills. In 1922, he moved to the St. Regis Hotel, beginning a pattern of frequent relocations. Tesla often left hotels with unpaid debts, leading to evictions from notable places like the St. Regis, Hotel Pennsylvania, and Hotel Governor Clinton. At one point, he even took rooms at the Hotel Marguerite. Despite his genius, Tesla's financial struggles overshadowed his final years. He formed a profound bond with the pigeons of New York City. He visited the park daily to feed them and cared for injured birds, nursing them back to health. One special pigeon, a white female with gray-tipped wings, captured his heart. Tesla said, "I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me." He even spent over $2,000 creating a device to help her recover from injuries. In his later years, this unique connection gave him a sense of purpose and solace amidst his challenges. At the age of 72, he received his final patent for an apparatus for aerial transportation. He was the first to envision a flying machine capable of vertical takeoff and landing, blending the features of a helicopter and a fixed-wing aircraft, powered by his innovative turbines. In 1931, Tesla celebrated his 75th birthday with a grand event organized by his friend, journalist Kenneth M. Sweezy. The celebration brought him widespread recognition, including the congratulatory messages from Albert Einstein, Lee DeForest, and many others. Time magazine covered featuring the caption, "All the world's his powerhouse." Inspired by its success, Tesla made these gatherings an annual tradition, using them to showcase his inventions, share interesting stories, and present bold scientific ideas. At his 76th birthday celebration, Tesla announced he had developed a motor powered by cosmic rays, and by 1933, at age 77, he claimed to be near proving an energy theory that challenged Einstein's physics. Tesla described this energy as harnessable through a simple, long-lasting device. He also shared visionary ideas, including private radio transmissions, advanced metallurgy, and even a method to photograph thoughts by capturing retinal images. His 78th birthday celebration was marked by the sensational unveiling of his Teleforce concept, quickly dubbed the Death Ray by the press. Tesla claimed this defensive superweapon could end wars by creating an impenetrable border, capable of destroying attacking forces. Although he never fully disclosed its workings, documents later discovered in his museum detailed a design that involved a vacuum tube with a gas jet seal, used to charge particles like tungsten or mercury to millions of volts and direct them through electrostatic repulsion. Despite seeking funding from the US, UK, Soviet Union, and Yugoslavia, Tesla struggled to gain support, leaving this bold invention unrealized. In the same year, Tesla's financial struggles had worsened, but Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company stepped in with a $125 monthly stipend that covered his rent. Although the arrangement was labeled a consulting fee, it was widely seen as a gesture to support Tesla and avoid negative publicity about his dire circumstances. This lifeline allowed him to maintain his dignity while continuing his work, even in the face of financial hardship. In 1937, he celebrated his birthday in grand style at the Hotel New Yorker's Grand Ballroom. He was honored with the Order of the White Lion by the Czechoslovak ambassador and received a medal from the Yugoslav ambassador. Addressing his famed Death Ray, Tesla declared, "It is not an experiment. I have built, demonstrated, and used it. Only a little time will pass before I can give it to the world." At age 81, Tesla suffered a serious accident when a car struck him during a late-night walk near the Hotel New Yorker. The impact left him with severe back injuries and 3 broken ribs. Tesla refused medical attention, and the extent of his injuries was never fully known. Unfortunately, he never fully recovered from the incident. On January 7, 1943, Tesla passed away at the age of 86 in room 3327 of the Hotel New Yorker, where he had spent the last 9 years of his life. A maid, Alice Monahan, discovered his body after noticing he had not emerged for 2 days and decided to ignore the "Do Not Disturb" sign on his door. The assistant medical examiner, H.W. Wembley, determined that Tesla had succumbed to coronary thrombosis, a type of heart attack. After his death, the U.S. government swiftly intervened. On January 9, 1943, the FBI directed the alien property custodian to seize Tesla's belongings. Dr. John G. Trump, an MIT professor and technical aide to the National Defense Research Committee, was tasked with assessing the potential security risks of Tesla's work. Following a 3-day analysis, Dr. Trump concluded that Tesla's recent ideas were largely speculative and lacked practical innovations. Among Tesla's possessions was a component of his famed death ray, which turned out to be an old resistance box. On January 10, 1943, New York City paid tribute to Nikola Tesla's legacy with a heartfelt eulogy by Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia, broadcast over WNYC radio, accompanied by violin renditions of Ave Maria and the Serbian folk song Tamo Daleko. 2 days later, over 2,000 people attended a state funeral at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in Manhattan. Tesla's remains were cremated at Ferncliff Cemetery, and a second memorial service at Trinity Chapel honored his Serbian heritage. Despite his later years of solitude and hardship, Tesla's funeral celebrated his unparalleled contributions to science and humanity. Tesla was raised in the Orthodox Christian faith, but his beliefs evolved over time. While he opposed religious fanaticism, he admired both Buddhism and Christianity, considering them among the greatest religions for their profound influence and vast followings. He viewed the universe as a vast, eternal machine, governed by mechanistic principles without a beginning or end. He believed that concepts like the soul, or spirit, were simply the result of the body's functions, ceasing to exist when the body stopped working. Tesla's perspective highlighted his deeply scientific and rational approach to understanding existence. Throughout his life, Tesla was granted around 300 patents worldwide, covering his extraordinary inventions. However, not all of his creations were formally patented. Researchers have uncovered additional patents hidden in archives over time. At least 278 of Tesla's patents are documented across 26 countries, with most issued in the United States, Britain, and Canada. Despite his impressive portfolio, many of Tesla's innovative concepts were never submitted for patent protection, leaving some of his work shrouded in mystery. In 1951, Tesla's belongings were transported to Belgrade, Yugoslavia, after significant efforts by Sava Kasanovic, the son of Tesla's youngest sister Marika and a prominent Yugoslav politician. The legacy of Nikola Tesla, packed in 60 packages, suitcases, metal trunks and barrels, became the foundation for the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade. In 1957, Tesla's ashes were also moved to the museum by Kasanovic's secretary, Charlotte Muzar. Today, they rest in a gold-plated sphere on a marble pedestal, honoring his legacy as one of the greatest minds in history. Nikola Tesla's life was a testament to the boundless potential of human ingenuity and imagination. Despite facing financial struggles and personal hardships, his visionary ideas revolutionized science and technology, laying the foundation for countless modern innovations. Tesla's relentless pursuit of knowledge, unyielding creativity, and unwavering belief in a better future continue to inspire dreamers, scientists, and inventors around the world. His legacy serves as a reminder that the power of ideas can transcend time, illuminating the path for generations to come.